Welcome back, everyone. Attorney Greg Isaacs is here as we focus today on a court case that is getting national attention. We're going to talk about that in a second. Kyle Rittenhouse took the stand today in his own defense. He's on trial on charges of killing two men and wounding a third last summer during some unrest in Wisconsin over the wounding of a black man by a white Kenosha police officer. Notably, today, Rittenhouse broke down during his testimony about the moments right before the shootings. Listen.
And there were three people right there.
All right, watching those moments on the stand, Greg Isaacs, the question to you, is that enough? Are those moments enough to sway the jury?
Well, fireworks in a Kenosha criminal court today, Lori. Kyle Rittenhouse, two different spins on why he came in response to a Facebook post by the Kenosha Guard. Was he a vigilante, dubbed teenage vigilante by the prosecution, injecting himself in an already chaotic police protest? Or was he a good Samaritan that came armed with his medical kit and also there to swab graffiti off the walls? But when you're let's talk about what happened. He encountered the mob, he ran, wound up killing two people, wounding another. He is facing a mandatory life in prison if convicted, and it's a difficult decision. Do you put your client on the stand in a self-defense case? But
how did he do?
I think he was genuine, and if you're the jury, you want to see this young man. You want to hear him. You want to see him respond to questions. But Lori, very interesting. It was explosive in that courtroom. The judge lit into the prosecution.
That was a moment.
That was a moment that you don't want to be on the other end if you are the attorney. But basically chided them for going at Rittenhouse too hard. Two different themes. Is he a teenage vigilante that came there to inject himself in riots, or is he a good Samaritan? But I think it was a great tactic because he came across very human, but a very serious case, and we'll see how it plays out.
Yeah, absolutely. Hey, one more question. What about the testimony we heard this week from the guy who was shot, the one who admitted he had a gun?
Well, you know, it adds fuel to the defense theory that Rittenhouse is being chased by a mob. And remember, this is in the time when 30 states were trying to implement legislation that allowed people to use deadly force, use their cars against rioters if they're in the roadway. I think that helped Rittenhouse. Again, he was running from the mob, and the paramedic who was armed that got shot, he was the only one that had the gun. The two people that were killed were unarmed. So I think this helps bolster the self-defense theory.
I have a feeling we'll be talking about the outcome when that happens coming up soon.
I'm sure we will.
Greg, thank you so much.
Thank
and if you have
Lori.
a legal question, send it Greg's way. We'll see if he can clear it up for you. Email askisaacs@wate.com. And remember, we bring Greg on with us every Wednesday at 5:30.